Now, while we could spend hours dissecting that psychological warfare masterclass, let's not lose sight of the fact that Alex Eala is backing up her words with absolutely phenomenal tennis. The 20-year-old Filipino sensation isn't just talking the talk. She's walking the walk in the most convincing fashion imaginable. Her performance at the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand has been nothing short of spectacular, the kind of breakthrough run that announces a player's arrival on the big stage. After that controversial victory over Marcinko, where she delivered a beatdown so comprehensive that it apparently drove her opponent to desperation, winning 6-love, 6-2 in a match that was never remotely competitive, Eala has continued her rampage through the draw. Her quarterfinal matchup presented a significantly stiffer challenge in the form of Poland's Magda Linette, the tournament's 5th seed and a player with considerably more experience at the highest levels of the game. The history between these two players made this match particularly intriguing and made Eala's eventual victory even more impressive. They had faced each other twice previously in their careers, and both times Linette had emerged victorious, dispatching the younger player with relative ease. The form book, the seeding, the experience differential, everything pointed toward another Linette victory. Vegas would have favored the Pole. Conventional wisdom suggested Eala would struggle against someone who had figured her out in the past. But this is 2026, and this is a new Alex Eala we're watching emerge in real time. Whatever work she did in the off-season, whatever adjustments she made to her game, whatever mental fortitude she developed, it all came together in Auckland in spectacular fashion. Eala didn't just edge past Linette in a tight 3-setter. She didn't scrape through on a lucky day where her opponent underperformed. She absolutely dominated the match from start to finish, winning 6-3, 6-2 in a performance that had Linette looking confused and overwhelmed. The scoreline doesn't even fully capture how comprehensive the beating was. Eala was hitting winners from impossible angles. Her serve was clicking beautifully. Her movement around the court was exceptional. And most impressively, she showed absolutely zero nerves despite the pressure of facing someone who had beaten her twice before. Speaking to the media after this breakthrough victory, you could hear the genuine excitement and pride in Eala's voice. She thanked the Auckland crowd for their support, saying it felt incredible to perform in front of such an enthusiastic audience. And she explained her tactical approach with refreshing honesty. She emphasized the importance of recognizing opportunities during a match and having the confidence to seize them aggressively rather than playing tentative tennis. When discussing the specific challenge of facing Linette, she was remarkably mature in her assessment, acknowledging that the experienced Polish player had given her problems in the past precisely because of that experience and tactical sophistication. But rather than being intimidated by that history, Eala viewed this victory as confirmation that her game has genuinely improved to a new level, that the work she's been putting in is translating to results against quality opponents. Looking at Eala's entire Auckland campaign, the trajectory has been absolutely remarkable. As the 4th seed, expectations were reasonably high, but she's exceeded them at every turn. Her opening match against Donna Vekic'S, a player with serious pedigree and power, turned into an epic 3-set battle that could have gone either way, but Eala showed tremendous mental resilience to close it out when it mattered most. Then came the Marcinko demolition, that 6-love, 6-2 destruction that was so one-sided it apparently drove her opponent to make wild accusations about hidden microphones. And now the Linette victory, beating a seeded opponent who had owned their head-to-head record. This is the kind of tournament run that can define a young player's career, the kind of week that announces you've arrived as a legitimate threat on tour. Up next for Eala is a semi-final showdown against China's Wang Xinyu, the tournament's 7th seed, and another player with dangerous weapons and tour experience. On paper, it's another significant challenge, another opportunity for Eala to prove herself against quality opposition. But if she brings the same fearless, aggressive tennis she's been playing all week, if she channels that same ice-cold confidence that produced the line, "You're not worth cheating for," then Wang Xinyu should be very, very concerned about her chances. Eala has momentum, she has belief, and most importantly, she has a game that's clicking at exactly the right time. The Philippines has been starving for a genuine tennis star to rally behind, and it increasingly looks like they've found one. But while we're celebrating rising stars and breakthrough performances, We unfortunately have to pivot to some genuinely heartbreaking news from down under that's going to devastate Australian tennis fans and entertainment lovers everywhere. Nick Kyrgios, the eternally controversial, impossibly talented, frustratingly inconsistent, absolutely magnetic personality who has defined an entire era of Australian tennis, has officially ruled himself out of accepting a singles wildcard for the Australian Open. For a tournament that desperately wanted him back, for fans who had been counting down the days until his return, and for a sport that becomes infinitely more interesting when he's involved. This is a crushing blow that you could see coming but hoped wouldn't actually happen.